Heck. Okay, well, we should be live and good to go. So let's get everything set up here. So today is Thursday, 29th. Welcome back to another Market Open live stream. So straight away, let's just get the watch list built out real quick. Um, oh, interesting. So per usual, look at the stocks from yesterday to see if there's any nice continuation, which doesn't really look like there is today. Yeah. ABOS actually held up pretty high. Now, this one was a decent mover yesterday, but I didn't take any trades on it because it was a bit tricky. And the setups on it weren't very clean. Spreads could open up a lot. Yeah, so I didn't take any trades, but it looks like it did hold up pretty high. It's sustained that 100% gain from yesterday, so I'll keep that one on watch today. ATXI, this one could get interesting too, so I'll keep this one on watch for the third day mover because we're holding up pretty high, so this could be decent. Now, why is this giving me the ability to scroll? I don't like that. Let's just fix that real quick. There we go. Okay. So, edit watch list today. So, I was going to keep, yeah, I think it's ABOS and ATXI. So, let us look at the scans. Leading gap this morning is MOTS. So, Ross was trading this one. Earlier is up 4 grand. It looks pretty good. It's up 109%. I'll look at the chart after I get the list compiled. BBAI. So the watch list is a bit slim this morning. Leading gapper is up 109% right now. BBAI, the second leading gapper, is up only 33%, a little bit cheaper. And then the rest of the gaps are pretty small, only like 10, 15, 20%. We have WINT, but that one's 41 cents, so I'm not really interested. SNTI, after that one before, that one's up 20%. Let's get a swig. The sun might be an issue right now. I don't know how the lighting looks. I mean, it should be fine. Um, looking for other stocks at the watch list. AXLA, 15% gap. Yeah, the rest are under 10%. I have no interest in adding those to my watch list. So, taking a look at these charts. It charts and news. AXLA. So it's up on a trial, even though the mixed bag, the data was kind of mixed. Not really interested in this one. Maybe if we can get over VWAP. SNTI. Same kind of thing with this one. Oh, what's the headline? Is there a headline? Initiates coverage of Scented Biosciences with a buy rating. Oh, it's a price target of $7. It's a pretty aggressive price target, if you ask me. Yeah, I forgot about this one. Oh no, already got BBII. Okay. And then looking at MOTS. Where's my hmm? Where's my clock? Oh, it's hiding up in the corner. I didn't see it. For me, having this thing is crucial. just helps me stay in tune with when the candles are going to open and close, which can give me a little bit of a advantage. BBAI. This one also looks decent. If we can maybe get a view up here. I'm not so sure about this one though. What are the Army Force contract? Okay, so that's that. Now MOTS, this is definitely going to be the one to watch coming into the open. We got about 6 minutes till the opening bell. So, excuse me. ABOS, this was the one from yesterday. It's holding up pretty high. I'd like to see it definitely have a review up. Maybe if we can get towards this 922 level. And then ATXI, it doesn't look good right now, but I've got on a watch list because this one was a really nice mover 3 days ago. Yeah, yep. It's on the 27th on Tuesday. And then it didn't really sell. I mean, you can see the daily candle was closed green yesterday and the day before. So we'll see today, the third day, if we can get some continuation on that. MOTS, though, this is the one that I like the most right now. So let's clean up this watch list over here. AXLA, CTI. So for now, this is the watch list. It's a little bit slimmer than yesterday, but MOTS looks pretty good. Good morning. How's it going, Rockling? Definitely going to be watching MOTS into the open. This one looks pretty good. Only thing is the daily chart. It's kind of a dead cat bounce. Doesn't look that fantastic. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today. Locked and loaded. I went for a nice crisp walk this morning. It was like, I think it was like 32, 33. So I was gotta start bringing my plants inside. Gotta harvest my cold weather vegetables, which didn't really do very well this year at all. I tried growing Brussels sprouts this year, and they got like maybe the size of a marble, but even smaller. So I don't know what happened there. So MOTS, what was the news on this one? Come on. Oh, it's back here. Named a sole source supplier. Department of Defense. Okay. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's a decent headline there. Gotta get some daily levels marked out here on this thing. Well, this day is 42. Or I mean 39 rather. $542. Potentially here too. Okay, I'll call that good for right now. Oops, I accidentally just messed up this line. Where do I have this one set? So going to the open, got about 2 minutes to the bell. we're right on the VWAP right now. So realistically, I don't want to see it too much lower than this. May pull back to 450s before running again. It'd be a pretty steep pullback. I mean, yeah, it would be 25 cents off VWAP at that point. But I want to look for the dip entry to see if we can potentially get what we got yesterday on BIAF. Because I totally missed the dip and rip on that. And man, I was watching my stream back from yesterday, and I really got wrecked on my fills on that thing. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it is what it is. Move on. But I was like, man, that like my fills were. It was filling me like 2 seconds after I was punching the buy button. So that was a bit wacky. So like on the dip trades, it would dip. I'd hit the buy button, and then by the time it would pop back up, it'd fill me where it popped back up at. So I was like, man, this was just no. Yeah, it was bad. But it is what it is. I'm using this platform for the time being. So, all right. Do I look all washed out? Because the sun is kind of. No, it doesn't look too bad. So we got 30 seconds till the bell here. MOTS. Mark out the high. Market high at 450 or 515 or 514 rather. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. 10 seconds till the bell. Come on, let's get this line on here. So we're pulling back into the open. There's the bell. Except it sounded like 5 seconds delay. That was interesting. Yes. And there's a potential dip, but yeah, I get worried trying to buy dips straight off the open. But man, this one might be nice here. So there's that dip to 50s. Low, this first candle was 57. There's 56. I should have put the. I forgot to put the other charts over here just in case. TI. Okay. BBAI looks like that one's pushing right away. I don't want to look away from this one because I've done that in the past where we sell for the, kind of sell off for the first couple of minutes, and then we get the nice red to green, and I'm too quickly to look away from it. So I don't want that to be the case here. There's a pullback to 48, but I don't really want to take it down here. It's looking a little heavy. It might be nice. Yeah, it's starting to thin out. Yes, there was a potential entry there, but could be worth an entry with a tight stop. Oh, you're in at 448. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to give this thing another few seconds here because it's looking a bit heavy. Now, if we don't turn around soon, I'm a bit worried about this thing. There's 31. There's 25, 23. Yeah. Damn. Not what I wanted to see, but that was kind of my fear down here. Yeah, at this point, I don't really want to take a dip entry on it down here. Though it might not be bad. Anything else moving? Well, I'm really surprised though. This thing, it seemed like it wanted to curl right here before it even took this drop to 47. But sellers are definitely in control of this thing right now. And there's ATXI from yesterday. I was talking about this one for third day play. Should have just taken the entry and let it ride with a stop under pre-market low. But it's usually the longer hold time isn't my style. Nice move though. Forgot to throw this one on a chart over here. ABOS from yesterday. I thought this one might have some potential because it held up really nicely, but no interest in this one right now. We're starting to base out a little bit. There's a 1 minute candle making new high would be over 27. First 1 minute candle making new high of the day. But I'm not sure if I want to take an entry down here. Yeah, there it goes. New low is 408. $402. Man. Hope you stopped out of this thing. You know, it looks a little heavy here, but I didn't expect it to pull back this much off the open. It's not good. It's not what I like to see. Yeah, big hoof. That's what I say. I don't like this one at all. This thing looks pretty strong coming into the open. But I guess the thing that I always am a bit cautious of, it's like, is this just the front side of the move and now coming to the open and we're on the back side? Kind of looks like that's the case. Yeah, 445. I think that was a daily level that I had marked out as well. And that did not hold. It's just still selling off here. As it goes lower and lower, though, the dip buyer in me is like, ooh, this looks kind of interesting. We just printed 7 green or red candles in a row. It's not going to go down to 0. But I don't know if I want to take an entry down here. Could be worth it for the longer hold time, but I don't know about that. BBAI. This one looks like it's starting to curl up towards the high of day. But these candles don't look very nice here. It's the only thing. But it could be worth it trying to trade this range. What does level 2 look like on this thing? Here's BBAI. 74. 70. Yeah, I didn't want to buy for this break because we're getting all these wicks into this resistance area. So I might wait for it to break out over these levels and then maybe look to get in on a small pullback. Yeah, ADTX looks good here, but look at this big red candle now we're selling off. What does MOTS look like? Looks like volume is starting to slow down a little bit. And we're still just making new lows. Is this gonna pull a HOLO where it gapped up like 300% and then closed the day down like 80%? That was something else. I sure hope not. But just like that, we're like 70 cents off VWAP, so I really don't have much faith in this thing for the rest of the day. Whoops, I don't know how my fingers did that. I'm gonna type in QQQ and I type in XXX. Um, Overall market's down almost 2% today. There was a good meme I saw yesterday on the little rally that we had because the market's closed up like 2%, and it was basically a bear standing off to the side, like hiding, with a string attached to a stick, holding up a box like this, so that this one of those traps. You wait for someone, and you got some bait in there, and then the bull is walking into that box, and the bear's just waiting to hit that. I'm like, that's kind of how that's true. It's how yesterday felt because the market did good, but I really do not trust the overall market right now, at least in the short term. SHFS? Why does this keep... Okay, gotta fix this. There we go. Now it's not scrolling anymore. So no trades yet on the day. See, this is the kind of thing that makes me nervous about buying. Because, I mean, realistically looking at this setup, it looked similar to the chart yesterday on BIAF. And the difference was we dipped off the open on BIAF, and then that got bought up and it ended up being a nice gap and go. The only difference was, I mean, we were opening up kind of underneath VWAP here. So buying this first dip, you would have been buying under VWAP, which is always a bit sketchy. It's not as bullish when the stock is below VWAP. And then we were farther off of highs. Like in this case, we were opening like 45 cents below high of day. So it was a decent gap to fill to get to high of day. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why I get hesitant about buying these dips here. But it'd be worth it looking at the 15-second chart to take a stab and then just have a tight stop under this, this flat level here to see if we would get the curl. So realistically, you could take a trade with pretty good risk reward. But in this case, this thing failed harder, much harder than I was anticipating. Looking at the scans, doesn't look like we have anything else new. So I was going to take a look at SHFS. I'm guessing it's just kind of a random low volume. Okay, so it's a halt, but it's a halt to the downside. Wow, this is an interesting chart here. Also, we have THCH. That's halted. That one just resumed. But it's one of these light volume kind of random halts, so I don't have any interest. I don't have any interest in trading that. The markets are seeing some selling pressure here. ADTX? Oh no, this is a different one than that. It doesn't look that nice. Let's scroll through the watch list stocks. BBAI, this is like one of the only ones holding up nicely right now. Well, I guess SNTI is too. These ones are both a bit cheaper, but still in the price range that I don't mind. But they're pretty wicky. And the volume isn't, well, it's not bad, but yeah, I'm gonna wait on them before trying to take a trade on it because I can't really read what's gonna happen here. Come on, MOTS. All right, yeah, go do it. Take it easy, dude. BBAI. I might go to 186 and drop. Yeah, I'll be watching this one. I don't want to take it unless we can get over this wiki area, and we just kind of had this false breakout here over these highs. So I don't really care for it that much. Ah, shoot. So have you been getting up pretty early and trading pre-market? So yesterday you said you're up to like 3 or something insane. Or up since. Oh, so you're looking for it right here. Yeah, yeah. And it dipped to 67. Dang, dude, I respect it. I respect the hustle getting up that early. For me, it's not getting up early. It's going to bed properly at a consistent time every night. That's the toughest thing for me. I mean, it's like that. If I'm trying to get up at 4 in the morning to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, that means I gotta be laying in bed by like 8 o'clock. Like that's difficult to do. And the thing is, you really want to have proper sleep for trading because it's such a fine line between being red and green, and you really have to be quick on your feet. You can't afford losing sleep and then sacrificing like reaction time. Oh, nice. So you got the right amount of sleep then. I respect it. I I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if my body could physically fall asleep that early. Unless I was really doing a lot. Unless I got up early that day and was doing a lot that day. Got some exercise in, whatever, maybe tire myself out. Still watching SNTI. I was pretty hyped when I saw your loaves in the Discord yesterday. It's always cool to find a fellow sourdough enthusiast. This one doesn't look bad, but just kind of grinding and I don't know. Random. Try 2 naps a day. Yeah, and for me, I don't know why, but I've never been able to nap like since I was like a little kid. I can't seem to do it. It's just I have a hard time shutting my brain off when it's light outside. Like, I don't know if it's just like my instinct or something just feels like I should be awake. It feels like I'm missing out on I could be doing stuff or I don't know. I just have a hard time. So I've never really napped. I can't remember the last time I took a nap. And I used to have kind of more random hours too. I used to be a setup manager at an event center. So we had like weddings and corporate events and such. And so that was a lot of random hours too. Or like if there was a wedding, over the weekends, we'd have wedding Friday, Saturday, and they'd get kicked out at midnight. So that means that setup would start at midnight. So that was, so there'd be some days I'd be working 9 to 3, and then the next weekend I'd be working midnight to 5, 6 a.m. And that very quickly started to take a toll on me physically, mentally, and I've like realized that I really have to have my sleep more consistent for just mental health purposes. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I've been pretty proud of the latest few loaves that I've made, getting a bit more consistent with it. Yeah, absolutely is. Especially with sleep. Sleep is so important. It's important when you're doing a job like this that require I could go off of 5 hours of sleep and go set up a room and make it look just nice and do my job perfectly fine, but I can't get 5 hours of sleep and wake up and trade on my A game. There's no way. Like this is just more demanding. Um, yeah, just more mentally demanding. So this is a bummer to see. And I'm not interested in taking any dip entries here. I saw this bounced off the penny off of 50, but we're like almost like 80, no, 70 cents off VWAP. This looks pretty bearish. THCH halted again. No interest here. BBAI. This one's holding up. Now this one I didn't mark out any daily levels, but it doesn't look like we have much. I think this was one that was moving off of the $7 price target. No, actually no, it was a different one. So I was watching patiently. The only thing that I potentially missed was the trade for the gap and go on MOTS, which would end up being a red trade. But this is something that maybe I should be trying when the setup looks good. And in this case, it did look pretty good. We were opening right on VWAP. So if this could have curled and instead of making new highs, it would have been nice. And this was the same thing I was kind of hesitant on BIAF yesterday, and I missed a really nice trade on it. So, is this something going forward that I should be taking? Maybe. Just like right here, we know with a really tight stop, because if it's not going to hold, it's not going to hold. And I don't have to be, I can stop out for a pretty small loss, but it just seems like it was a little bit heavy here. But I can't say that it's not like I had that good of a read on it. But being overly cautious on these means that I'm gonna miss, the trade like I said on BIAF yesterday. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was very different than BIAF. Um, but in any case, just looking for the curl. So maybe not necessarily the gap and go, but just the red to green after the first couple minutes here. Because I've seen that setup work out a number of times. And looking back, doing my recaps, there was plenty of times that I hesitated and didn't want to take it, and it ended up curling up and being a really nice entry. And the thing is, with these trades, you can have your stop pretty tight, so that means that the risk reward ends up being pretty good. But in this case, I left it alone. It would have been a red trade anyway, so yeah, I guess that's that. How's everyone else doing today? Yeah, you killed that trade on BIAF. You just had the. But yeah, I know what you mean. For some reason, I really liked BIAF. So yeah, sometimes there's just that kind of feeling you get about a certain stock or a certain setup that gives you conviction. And I really feel like the only way to get that sense is just putting in the screen time. Like there's no tutorials or lessons that you can really watch to give you that, you know, that experience and that intuition. So yeah, that was nicely done. Here's ABOS from yesterday. I don't really like how this thing traded. Right now it's pretty light volume, so I don't know. BBAI, it's just kind of teasing at that level at 75 here. And we did push over to 77 and then it rejected. Just got a lot of wicks in this area here, but we'll see if this thing can break over those highs or over this level here over 75. I look to see if it will break and hold above these levels, and then I would look for a trade on it. But until that happens, if that happens, I'm gonna leave this thing alone. Cause I don't do very well trading these consolidations, and yeah, we've had this nice range here. If you could buy the lows, sell in the highs, it's giving some nice opportunities for that. But I don't know, I don't do very well in those consolidation periods. Typically, it seems like when I go to buy the bottom of a pivot, it ends up making a new low. So I just don't have a very good accuracy, the very good look on that kind of thing. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, looking at it in hindsight, it's like, yeah, I could just bought the bottom of the range here, and it came to this support, sold at the resistance, bought support, sold resistance, bought support, but obviously way easier said than done. There's SNTI 92. This thing will it hold up over 90? High is 98. This was the one that had that $7 price target. That was the news on this one. That's right. $206 was the low here. Hmm. Hmm. SHFS is halted. It's going to resume in a few seconds. Just want to see what that one looks like. Bah. It's a halt up, but there's no volume there. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I almost just smacked my drink off my desk. Yummy lemon water. All right, man. Have a good sleep. I'll catch you later. I'll be around. Man, look at this thing. It's terrible. The bull inside of me is dying watching this thing go back down to the flippin' ground. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't hold in hope as a momentum trader. You bought the dip for the red to green, and now you're down $1.30 a share. So just watching patiently here. I don't really know what else to look at. As far as momentum trading goes, today has been pretty tough. I think the best opportunity really was off the open on ATXI, but I was not watching this one because MOTS to me looked the best. But as you know, that thing just faded hard off the open. Okay, so what else we got? So much to do. Dude. Ooh, SNTI. Let's get back over to SNTI. I like to see that. I like those wicks. SNTI. What do we look like on level 2 here? There's 98. There's 90. There's highs. Yeah, I should have taken this thing at 95 when it was looking strong there. $206 is the next level. Daily level. There's 206. Volume's starting to come in now. Tolling above 2 for now. There's 201. Yeah, so that dip there. Oh, that was a bad entry. Let's try to get this. So yeah, man, that was it right there to $2. And I wanted to buy the dip. So we had that break over 206 there. How well is this thing going to hold up? Might look to get in on this 1 minute pullback here. There goes BBAI off of Cliff. Seeing some selling pressure come in. I'm just hesitating a little bit on these dips. Just watching SNTI here, see how far this thing's gonna pull back. Might be worth an entry around this area. There's a 10,000 share buyer there. 98. Starting to curl back up on the 1 minute chart here. Candle making new high would be over 204. We're on a new 5 minute candle now, so that would be the high of this pivot. 26,000 share buyer at 2. I don't know if it's enough to hold it up here, though. We're getting a lot of selling pressure. Volume is declining a little bit. Wow, it looks like everybody's kind of getting wrecked this morning. The market was really tough. The open was bad. Qs are down 3% right now. It's not what we like to see. Looks a little heavy there. And slam. Can we get back over 2? Yeah, I had no business taking that there. There's a steep drop. So the market is not good today, man. This is bad. Missed this trade, though, here. Through these highs when it started speeding up. Break of 2 wasn't bad there. Okay, guess who's back? Back again. Oh man. I'm just patiently waiting here, but I'm not convinced we're going to see anything. Or what is it? I cannot remember. That's what I thought. What the heck? Well, where did it go? Weird. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this one here. It's just a bit spready, and volume is a little bit too light for me to really like it. Hmm. 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 Patiently awaiting something to set up. Man, this MOTS, this was disappointing to see. It's like retracing this whole pre-market move almost. Mm, mm, mm. Do, do, do. Here comes a shrimp. Well, okay. Hmm. Okay. SNTI. This thing's pulling back here now. Hey, Kaya. Welcome to my stonks stream. I'm currently up $1.5 million on the day. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Just short of the daily goal of $2 million. So it puts me on up to just above 150 mil in the year. How bad is the latency, by the way? I actually can't really tell. Wow, Kaya Wilson. That sounds like a very beautiful name. So I'd let you know that. What do you mean, where'd my face go? My face should be right here, right? Why is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you saw my text, but I'm curious where you're going grocery shopping. And when you plan on it. So today, currently, in reality, the market's been duty. So if you look over here, let me just pull up. This is the overall market. This is the Nasdaq, and yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, come on, we're down over 3.5%. Okay. Because I was gonna say, maybe. I could go with you since the market has been garbage today, and I've taken like two trades, and just maybe I'll wrap it up here in the next half hour, and oh, potentially, as long as my fly hands don't turn you away. The only thing is you'd kind of have to backtrack to get me if you're going to Woodman's because I don't have a way to get to you. I could bike, I suppose. Well, I tried taking one trade today with real money. Uh, but in reality, that was kind of stupid because the market's been so crap today. I took one trade in the sim, and it was a super small loss. I think it was like 1 cent. So it was like $10. Why is it not updating? Okay, down $7 in sim. And then for whatever reason, I'm like, you know what? I got settled cash, so I might as well take a trade in the real account. So I took a trade in the real account, and I lost $10. But I think I am going to start slowly easing on and taking very small share size with my actual account because I've been more consistent doing sim. I know I threw a $10 bail out the window, but whatever. I'm probably going to lose hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in the course of me over the course of me really getting this thing down. So would you be okay picking me up? Question mark. Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. You understand. Wow, whoever you are, Miss Kai Wilson, calling me babe and talking like you are very intelligent. I'm feeling some feelings over here. Okay, baby. I appreciate it. I'll be here. How's my volume sound by the way? I keep having a seem to have issues getting the volume to be just right. It seems like it's either too loud and then I'll adjust it and I'll do a recap and it'll be a little bit too quiet. But I just gotta be consistent about staying, if I move my head, I gotta point my face towards the mic. I'm down to get married. Some random internet girl. So with the sexy name. It's good? Okay. Let's look up Tesla. Let's look at Tesla's chart. Look at that. No good. You're from India? Okay. Well, I'd be down to have some arranged marriage. Um, India though. I don't know if I could get a visa to come to India. I don't know if you could get a visa to come to the States, but that's where I live. But check this out though. This is dude, why are you being so bullish? Yeah, we can make it work. I'm down. So here's Tesla right now trading at 271, and I ended up selling it at this resistance right here. My position that I was holding since like last year. I think I sold at 305, I want to say. Yeah, it was on this day right here. And I sold on this pullback. And then we had this double top here, and down the drain it went. So if I was still holding, I would have been down $35 a share over the 4 shares that I have. So that's over $100. So I did. That was a pretty good, pretty well timed sell. We could make it work. Okay, yeah, go get ready, and I'll be here. You can just come whenever, baby. I'm a baby. Man, there's really not much opportunity out here today at all. This is just tricky. Okay, bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye. So your parents aren't dead? Didn't end up in the Pacific Ocean or something crazy? Wow, 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 wow. Let me meow, 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 meow. I wonder if I get heat in my room from these monitor screens. They don't get very warm. Look up this old one; it gets pretty warm. Hup. Throw my forehead right into the camera. Kamara. Well, the market's starting to bounce a little bit here off the lows. I mean, a little bit. 1.5 points. Looking at the watch list stocks. Well, let's see. We got LGHL is locked up into a halt right now. Oh, it's terrible. It's massive selling pressure out of nowhere. BBAI. No. MOTS. This was the big disappointment. This was just a big middle finger to all the bulls. Big FU. ABOS. Okay. This one from yesterday. I didn't like it very much. Time right now is 9:45. So, we're coming up on kind of the end of the day. And right now I'm down $7. I took one trade on an SNTI. I'm gonna find myself being a little overly cautious. And this is just no good. I don't really like this stock. The spreads. Wait, what are my spreads? How is it? Okay. It's definitely lagging there because it's saying I'm getting a bigger price on the bid than on the ask. Man, something's messed up right now in the world sense of the economy. I was looking at a chart of the dollar and every other uh, fiat currency, every other country's currency is going down the drain, yet the dollar is going up, up, and up, and up, and up. Something's not right. And it almost makes me want to short the frickin' we got a long-term ETFs here. So this is a Vanguard Total World Fund. This thing's down, yeah, down 2.5% today. I mean, look at that. Off highs of 107. What is this? What is this? How much of a downturn is this? Let's see. 26%. Wow, that's pretty substantial. That's like bad, man. Pretty much given up. So we're back to we're right back to where we were in 2019, right before COVID hit, which is pretty crazy to see. A little bit of a different story if you look at the Qs. We're still trading higher than those levels. The S&P, same kind of deal there. But the total world is like right back to where it was when COVID happened. Very interesting. MOTS. Should have just shorted this thing, right? I wonder if I even could. You know, and I had half mind to short Tesla at 300. I really, really had half mind to short Tesla at 300, but I didn't do it. Would have been up like 15% right now. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't really care about ABOS. I don't know. Just don't like the stock. Really don't like the stock. And you know what? All it takes is one stock to come around and be strong. That's all it takes. So I'm okay sitting here playing the patient game, playing the discipline game during these sketchy market conditions. And honestly, maybe it was a couple trades that I missed on SNTI, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna have to go back and watch though because was it here? Yeah, it was right here. 'Cause I certainly muffed the trade through this breakout area here, and then I missed this entry. This is something that I want to take, and I don't know why I chicken out. 15-second chart here. We come into this wedge. Ideally, I would like to see maybe one or two more candles with this flat bottom. But three, I mean, that's nice. And then we break this by 1 or 2 cents. That's why I wanted to get an entry. And look at that. I mean, there was a nice 9 cent move there. Okay, here we go. SNTI volume's coming in. SNTI, is this going to be our saving grace today? SNTI broke highs. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Watching, waiting, being patient. Just watching, being patient, waiting for something to set up. SNTI is what I've got on watch right now. Hey, hello Highway. Welcome to the stream. I'm here every morning. I do market open live streams. So I stream trading for usually the first hour or two of the day. It's coming up on 10 o'clock Central Time right now, so 11 o'clock market time. Um, but yeah, if you want to tune in, man, I'll be here every morning. If I knew the secrets how to trade myself, I probably wouldn't be here. But I've had a pretty decent track record though over the last 2-ish months. I've been pretty consistent, so I've been starting to turn the corner a little bit, which has been good to see. I haven't had a red week since the beginning of August, so that's been great. I'm a momentum trader, so I'm looking for stocks that are gapped up. So in this case, this morning we had MOTS. Man, this one looked good. It was up 100% on the open, and it just flushed hard. So that was a little bit disappointing to see. But hey, if you're new to it, I would recommend just if it's something that you could see yourself doing, something that you could see yourself being passionate about doing and enjoying getting up and getting into the thick of it every day, I would say just put in the time and do it. And as far as teaching you how to trade, I mean, there's a lot of YouTube content. You can find books. There's a lot of good stuff. But I think, at least for me, the number one thing that was beneficial was screen time. Screen time, screen time, screen time. Just looking at charts, looking at the price action. And that just kind of gives you a little bit of intuition because then you start to recognize certain patterns over, the duration of time. But it's cool. It's nothing else like it. Here's SNTI. Looks like it wants to break out here. 1,000 shares queued up. So realistically, if we got over, what do we have for resistance here? So looking at my charts, I've got a daily chart here because it kind of be a lot to look at. I don't know what device you're on, but I've got daily chart here, 5 minute, 1 minute, and then a 15-second here. So kind of my eyeballs are in kind of the bottom right hand side of the screen when I'm trading because I've got my level 2, which gives me the bid and the ask. So people on the bid trying to buy, people on the ask trying to sell, and then the time and sales that are actually printing all the orders going through here. Yeah, and the 15-second chart is something that I just started using about 2 weeks ago, and has been giving me some benefit. So it looks like it wants to break out. So have you opened an account? Have you started trading at all? Oh, it's gone. Well, I don't know. Sometimes the concurrent viewers are super inaccurate. So I think that someone had left the stream, but they're actually still watching. There it goes. There's one. There's 221. There's highs. Got one. I'll wait on it there. I was tempted to buy that dip, but it's looking a little bit heavy. Hmm. Try on that dip there. You know what? Looking at the 1 minute, I don't really care for it. I'm gonna get out there. don't have tunnel vision looking at the 15-second chart and lose sight of the bigger picture. Because that's something I've been getting myself into trouble with a little bit here. Because now looking at the 1 minute, I mean, this is a pretty ugly pullback to be buying into. It's the only reason why I stopped out so quickly. It was just a break even. If we dip down here to 15, 16, if we dip to 16 off of these lows, I'm going to hit the buy button. Okay, so. Come on, give me my setup. Only thing I'm cautious about is on the 1 minute. It doesn't look very nice. AMV is halted. That was the stock from yesterday that went. AMV. Okay, no interest there. This thing was nuts. I mean, why? Why was it at 300 3 times? Then we just halted down, down to $44 off the open. Really odd. We've had some interesting IPOs lately. Interesting to say the least. SNTI. So we're pulling away now on SNTI. Volume is starting to decline a little bit here on this pullback, which is probably a good thing. Volume is a little bit light here, but this might be worth an entry around 19 for a test of highs. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been too cautious with my entries this past week. Gotta figure that out. Gotta get to the bottom of that. Because I'm limiting myself, my potential. All right, well, the time is 10:04. I think I'm going to wrap up the live stream here. If SNTI sets up, I might start trading it again. I might start taking a few trades on it. Man, this thing's just a bit of a grinder, and I haven't been able to. I'm not very accurate on this thing. Though I have had a few entries that would have been nice entries, but I've just been a little bit too passive about it, and a little bit too chicken, I guess, is the basic way to put it. So going forward, tomorrow is Friday. I'm gonna try to be aggressive if the market is right. Now the thing about today is the overall market's I mean was really bad. As I speak right now, Q is down 3%. S&P 500 is down 2.2%. So overall, it's just it's tough out there. Um, so today I'm basically flat. I took two trades on this stock. Didn't have very much conviction to hold for very long. I took a super small loss on the first one. It was like a cent. So it is what it is. Over this weekend, though, I'm going to do some studying, and then next week, I really want to try to be a little bit more aggressive. Just take a few more trades, and if I don't feel like it's an A plus setup, maybe just dumb down share sizes. But I don't want to be taking. I don't want to be on the sidelines, just kind of watching stuff and being too passive because the setup's not perfect. The thing is, though, sometimes playing the waiting game and waiting for that one setup can be the move because you can you can make a week of gains in one day if the stock is right. So anyway, it is what it is today. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tonight with the recap. But there's not a whole lot that I have to recap for today. But I still like to get something worked up. Um, But yeah, until then, if anyone's in the stream, which I don't think anybody is, trade safe, have a good day, and I'll be back Friday. So yeah, later.